Horror fans, get ready. Ralph Fiennes is back in the terrifying 28 Years Later franchise with the brand new film, The Bone Temple. This time, it's not just the infected you have to worry about. The survivors themselves pose an even greater threat. Well, Dickie caught up with Ralph and his co-star Chi to talk 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
Trying to predict the future is a discouraging and hazardous occupation. In fact, it may not even exist at all.
Good to see you guys.
Good day.
G'day. Rafe, tell me about entering this world, sir.
Well, it was a world created by Alex Garland and initiated in the first film with Danny Boyle. What Danny established, the Bone Temple, in the previous film was very engaging and weird and unusual. The character was completely different to anything I've played. So the whole gesture was very appealing to me, and all the relationships that are created with the young Spike, and then particularly in this film with Chai's Samson. So this film obviously gives Kelson a bit more to do. There's a bond here which is quite special in the film between the two of us.
It's special.
Many of the things we take for granted will one day pass away completely.
I open the door of heaven and hell.
When that time comes, men will no longer communicate.
Chai, you are an imposing figure on screen and in real life. Tell me about working with this guy next to you, one of the all-time greats, and playing this humongous character.
I said at the very beginning, I didn't know who was going to be playing Dr. Kelson when I read the script. And then I found out it was Rafe, and I couldn't have had a better dance partner. The man is just a wonderful man and a wonderful actor. It was kind of like having a masterclass whilst being at work. Like, I would have paid to be opposite Rafe. I'm a very lucky man.
Rafe, your career is just so versatile and incredible. I mean, tell me about going from roles like The English Patient, Schindler's List, to doing something like this where you're just so wild and free.
As an actor, you long for a challenge, or certainly a different energy, a different colour on the palette of all the possible roles that might come your way. And I loved what this part was in the previous film and in this, and totally unexpected. And what Alex wrote for Kelson at the end was just, it's a great opportunity to, as you say, let go. And I really loved rehearsing that devil display, whatever you want to call it.
The whole world will cease to make any sense.
I open the door.
We are endlessly fascinated and entertained by this stuff, but it's kind of scary at the same time. But at least we know it's a movie, right?
Yes, I mean, you see these infected people who are distorted by a rage and irrational obsession to destroy. But what I loved about this is that there is hope. In Kelson, there's a humanist identifying within one of the alpha infected. He detects a sort of pulse of humanity, that underneath all the enraged mind is a glimmer of someone who can have empathy and who can have a human connection. Amongst all the horror, there is some hope, there's some kindness, there's some compassion and light, yeah.
I think we'll leave it there, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure.
It was a pleasure. Take care.
Are you ready?
What a lovely watch. 28 years later, The Bone Temple is in cinemas today.